And just like that, we back again, y'all. Another One Piece chapter released. What's going on? It's Nick Urameshi here. I'm bringing you some more One Piece goodness, on a fine Friday morning. Goddamn air conditioner. It's more so midnight, but yeah. You know how the chapters be sometimes, TCB when they be releasing the stuff, sometimes comes out at or maybe early in the day. Sometimes it can come out late at night. It's particularly tonight, it's kind of late, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really imagine most of y'all gonna be up to really just notice this. But for those of you who are here, you know what I'm saying? You know what to do. Go ahead, subscribe, press the button down there, and go ahead and drop a like for the video, you know what I'm saying, if you want to see more of what I have to say in the future and things of that nature. So going ahead and getting into the chapter, it was, it was a pretty decent one. But this chapter did go ahead and drop some bombshells, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's One Piece, what you expect at this point. And then we're at the, you know what I'm saying, this final arc shit. So like, we're gonna be getting more of these bombshell chapters. And, with the character of Vegapunk here, like, we already knew that he was gonna be the one to really just, be dropped. I've been saying this whole time. He's gonna be the one to, be dropping these knowledge bombs, you know what I'm saying, of like what's really going on in the world and what's really been, happening under our noses and stuff like that. Didn't get a cover story this week, so don't have to be bogged down by any little extra information. I think the cover story is pretty much done with the German 66, all that stuff. Like, it kind of really hit ahead once we started figuring out about the Blackbeard stuff and Kuzan Aokiji, being part of the Blackbeard Pirates, like that chapter kind of was entangled in the last chapter, you know what I'm saying, with this cover story and the chapter, you feel what I'm saying? Like it kind of like ran into a head, you know what I'm saying? Like Van Augur was already there, and I think Pudding made an appearance in the last chapter too, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't get no new Blackbeard Law stuff this week. That is one complaint I do have. Like, Oda, come on now. Like, don't just leave in the middle of that. Like, last thing we seen with Blackbeard, he was doing Black Hole. You already know. Like, that's when you lose the devil fruit power. Like, that's a move that Blackbeard does, where if he's touching the devil, a user of a devil fruit, they'll lose their powers, and then he basically just has the room right there to, you know what I'm saying, fuck shit up. So like, now I'm like, dang, I can't help but think, like, I can't help but still be thinking about the law stuff. But like I said, this chapter does have some bombshells within it. So already getting, starting off the chapter, we got Zoro and Brook. They're explaining why they stayed back on the ship. They was like, we're on a government island, basically. It really doesn't make any sense that we all just go onto this island. What if we get captured, basically? Brook's got the same idea too. But then that's when they see Caribou, of all people. If you didn't know, Caribou was basically like riding around in a barrel again, trapped. I guess the common belief was that he was, they were just capturing him or whatever, but I guess they just didn't really have no problem with him being let go. So yeah, Caribou's kind of like, look, I'm cool with you guys letting me go and stuff, but y'all could at least drop me off somewhere that's a little more safer. We are on a government island. Also, letting Caribou go here is kind of stupid, and it's because Caribou knows so much. He has literally all the information from Wano, and he's still waiting to pass it along. And Zoro basically not trying to hear none of that shit. He just basically like, hey, thanks for saving our captain way back. Because if you didn't know, Caribou actually helped Luffy way back, like when he kind of lost to Kaido. What was it? Caribou like basically had a whole bunch of food. He's got like a Logia mud powers basically, so he can store a bunch of stuff in his body. He stored a bunch of meat in his body. Pause. That was crazy. What the fuck? How Luffy works. When he gets food, he powers up and goes and defeats the bad guy, and that's kind of what happened with Kaido too, kind of. I mean, it was more you know, I really gotta talk about that one of these days. Like, I feel like I didn't get the chance to while I was going through my shit. So one day, y'all gonna get that video of how I really feel about, you know, Luffy versus Kaido and what happened with that. Everything that happened. I'll break it down eventually one day. But we're talking about this today, so yeah. Zoro's basically like, yeah, thanks for saving our captain, but, you know, you can go now. And Caribou's like, okay, yeah, y'all are assholes. Cut over to the other Straw Hats, you know, the rest of the group, Sanji's group basically. And they end up running into, well, first of all, they're with the Vega, one of the Vegapunks. The one that they're with now is Lilith. She's the baddie that basically is like supposed to be like the evil persona or something like that. Like there's like 6 Vegapunks. I think I'm saying the right. We meet a few of them in this chapter. I think the ones that come off to my head off top, so we'll just get out the way. Pythagoras, we get Lilith in this chapter, we get Edison in this chapter, we get York in this chapter, and we finally see the main Vegapunk in this chapter, who is that Daft Punk version, Shaka. That's my favorite one. He has the best design. I like the Daft Punk thing going on. Like, you got like kind of a Power Ranger feel to him, basically. Like, dude kind of got drip too, you know what I'm saying? Like with the hoodie and shit. Like, all the others kind of feel like gimmicks. This kind of feels like, okay, yeah, Oda's making him out to be the coolest one, basically. But you already know shenanigans gotta pop off. It's a Straw Hat adventure. Things can't just go like super smoothly. You know, Nami and Usopp over there talking about like, you know, stealing treasure. Nami over there talking about like stealing some weird, like thinking of like just weird fantasies of like a weird gem flower, basically. Like she just basically, is she Nami? She be thinking of shit to steal. Usopp kind of like, yeah, that don't make no sense. Like anyway, like a flower, or we just randomly find a flower with gems embedded in it or whatever. But like, I don't know. The streets basically feel like, you know, that could be relevant to the story. So what y'all think? Y'all think this flower that Nami was talking about in the chapter, you think it might hold weight? You think it might be a Chekhov's gun or something like that? Like, let me know. So this is where the bombshell start. Out of nowhere, Lilith disappears. They end up walking through this wall, basically. You know, like the projection wall stuff that was going on. They walk through it, and that's when they end up seeing Clone Jinbei. He's the Pacifista, the new Seraphim, basically. Yeah. So we can go ahead and confirm this now. All of the warlords they all have Seraphim. Like, they all have their own little clone version running around at this point. That means we're gonna see a Gecko Moria at some point, you feel me? We gonna see a Dofi at some point, possibly. Dude got the features of you know, what's it called, a Lunarian? He's got the black skin, he's got the fire, and the wings and stuff. Like, but they're like steadily saying that he looks like a kid version of Jinbei, which he does. We just saw a kid version of Jinbei, and I think I think it was the last chapter. I think so. The breaks be fucking me up. But out of nowhere, this is the weird part about it. First of all, okay, we now know that at least the Straw Hats are a little bit prepared for these Seraphims just a little bit, a tad bit. Like, at least certain ones. Sanji ain't going. And I hate the spoilers. And if you didn't know, if you're not in the know, the spoilers kind of fucked up this time with the spoilers, like about Sanji. It was basically saying he was getting flexed in this chapter. He wasn't. Stop playing with Sanji's name like that. This Seraphim is doing moves that are somewhat similar to Jinbei's and not, because off rip, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Dude is swimming through the floor. Yeah. You get it, right? That's you. If you on the same headspace, if you know One Piece like I know One Piece, you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, it goes back to Dressrosa. If you following me, if you Like, please, come on, y'all, get on my level. Like, I know y'all watching One Piece out here. I know y'all done at least caught up to Dressrosa. Y'all know about the Doflamingo family. Y'all know about Senor Pink. That is his devil fruit power. They confirmed it in this chapter, like, for real. They said this, shit, yeah, he's got devil fruit powers. But hit the nail on the head is the fact that Franky was the one that confirmed. Because you can remember, Franky was the one that had the fight with Senor Pink. He knows his powers. He was watching him, like, doing all that diving through the, you know what I'm saying? The suit, what was it? The Senor Pink suplex or something like that. Dude was like swimming through the ground and buildings, and he could just swim through like stuff you're not supposed to be able to swim through, basically. I'm gonna lie too. This kind of hits home for me because Senor Pink was like my favorite one of the Doflamingo family. He's the most, he's like a JoJo character in One Piece. Just a very, very awkward but super duper stoic and prideful and all that stuff. It's hilarious. I guess this means that Senor Pink's dead. Yeah, like dude gone. Like, rest in peace, Senor Pink, I guess. But we can't really just go ahead and say that fully yet. We don't know until we see a body, but like, we know that if you're devil fruit, or we don't know really. Maybe they figured out a way at this point to take devil fruits without killing people. Has that ever been confirmed? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, we don't really know, and we still gotta go by that whole statement that, yeah, if you don't see a body, we don't know yet. So maybe they cloned the devil fruit. We know that that's a possibility because Vegapunk has done this before with other devil fruit. He's done it with Kaido's devil fruit. That's how Momo's a dragon, remember? Let's just not make the assumption just yet. I'm not gonna go and make the assumption just yet, because I did make the assumption that Senor Pink's dead. We don't know. We know the government still got him. We know that I think the Doflamingo family are all, or at least the majority of them, because I think a few of them are dead. But yeah, like they locked up and stuff. So Vegapunk working with the government, so it makes sense that he would be able to clone the devil fruit, give it to one of his seraphim. This seraphim, the Jinbei, is whooping on their ass a little bit. Nami, she tried to step in, do her little thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why she didn't go in with Zeus automatically, but she seemed like she had a plan there. But they kind of getting stomped though. Except for Robin and Sanji. Like I said, stop spoilers, don't sleep on Sanji no more. But Robin, though, in this chapter, she was kind of doing her thing. I like the little serious look that she gave in this one panel, because they was all like real mad that Seraphim Jinbei had yoked up Nami a little bit, you know what I'm saying? They won't fucking with that. But Robin, she kind of gave off this like real serious look. It's like one of those looks you don't like. Oda's been like kind of giving Robin them badass moments lately since she's gotten a new bounty. I'm fucking with it. I liked it. But as soon as Franky starts going in with the radical beam, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a robot too, so he starts trying to go in with the Franky radical beam or whatever. And yeah, that's when they all kind of just stop at that point. They're like, okay, hold on. Is that a laser beam? They got laser beams, and these are the other Vegapunks. You know, like I said, this Lilith, Pythagoras, and Edison. They basically just doing a test right now, testing them. Like, I think they're testing they're probably doing both. They're testing the Straw Hat's potential right now, and that's what I think they're doing. They're not trying to kill them, but they're trying to test them out right now. And they testing out, what's his name? The Seraphim Jinbei's abilities at this point too. Which reminds me, it's using a hybrid of the swimming powers and its Fishman karate, which is kind of dope. It's kind of like they gave it they figured out the perfect combination of what powers to give this, this clone of Jinbei. Like, if we were to give Jinbei a devil fruit, what devil fruit will work best with Jinbei's power set, basically. And that does make sense. You give Jinbei's a fish man. You give him an ability that just focuses on swimming and stuff like that. He can basically turn anything into liquid, basically. That's the dude's devil fruit, basically. He can swim through stuff. I'm sorry, I keep saying swim through stuff, but I don't know. Why is my mind stuck on that? I think I really just need to learn, dude, devil fruit name. 1 second. So apparently, I was right. It is the Sui Sui no Mi. It's the Sui Sui no Mi, and it's literally just translated to swim fruit. Huh. Basically, these niggas all running wild. Basically, Edison, we find out more about who he is. He's kind of like a like real rednecky or whatever. Can I say redneck on YouTube? I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. He got real country dialect. It's weird, but yeah, they're basically just running a bunch of tests right now on like what's going on and stuff. They're like, oh, we got the ideas now. Like, oh shit, you see what they was doing? Like, we can use this. They're saying, throwing out all this these like. It's funny. They're just doing the scientist thing, basically, where we're like, Eureka, we got it. We figured it out. All this stuff. Yeah. Not gonna lie though, I really couldn't find many differences between like Edison and what was the other one? Pythagoras Vegapunk. The only differences I could find was that Edison had a country dialect and Pythagoras was kind of like the same one. They just got like different body types. They're both robots. They got like it was like automatons or something like that, but like they don't look like Lilith. Lilith is like a humanoid android, but like these other two, they're kind of like robots. So in York, for that matter, she's kind of like got the baddie type too, but she's like an android type, like humanoid type. I mean, like Lilith. It's so many names to remember in this chapter, bro. They showing off that hive mind type behavior, you know what I'm saying? They you know what I'm saying? They got the pain shit going on, or if y'all watch Stranger Things, you know what hive mind means. I actually just started watching Stranger Things recently. Like it's really good. Like, oh my God. I'm not turning this into a Stranger Things video. But like I said, we end up running into Shaka Vegapunk. Stay on track, stay on track, stay on track. Ends up just coming up all smooth and cool and shit. Like, okay, y'all had y'all fun now. Like, all right, we're done with this. All right, need to talk to these guys now. Lilith's all kind of like, she's the, if I didn't mention before, like she's the evil one. So they're through this chapter, they're kind of like constantly making reference to it, like, hey, you don't have to be so evil. Like Shorty was talking about like snapping Frankie's head off or something like that, cause he was gonna shoot a laser beam at Sarah from Jinbei, and she was like, oh my God, I will tear his head from his neck. And I think it was Pythagoras. He was like, yo, chill out, Shorty. Like, it's not that serious. You don't gotta be that evil. So Frankie sees this Vegapunk. We already know that Shaka Vegapunk, oh, if I didn't tell y'all, Shaka is number 1. He's the main brain Vegapunk. This is actually the real one, from what we can understand about what was given to us a few chapters about how this works. He's the actual Vegapunk. Everything is coming from this one's mind, basically. So Frankie's fangasming over this, this Vegapunk. He's like, oh yeah, bruh, you gotta show me what's going on with the science, bro. Like, you got some real cool stuff going on here, bro. I am your biggest fan. Shaka's basically like, or I'm just gonna call him Vegapunk, because I think he's Vegapunk. He's just basically like, I'm gonna just bring it down to a 2 a little bit. Thank you. Like, we don't doing a little bit too much, bro. But hey, I gotta run a question by y'all. Like, y'all think this is like, all futuristic and stuff? Like, this give Island of the Future to y'all? And Frankie's kind of like, yeah, like definitely beyond the future. Like this shit is insane. Like all this stuff, I just walked through a wall like 2 seconds ago, right before fighting we need to talk about the clone Jinbei thing, because that's our crew member, and everything. But you're still a cool guy, but we might need to talk about that still. Yeah, we're not talking about that right now. I asked you about the island of the future. Well, turns out it's not. It's the island of the past, actually. Now, this is the other bombshell here. Island of the past. Ancient Kingdom. 800 years ago. The reason I'm reacting like this is because I'm not gonna lie to you. I was right about this. I promise you, and I wish I would start recording myself when I start talking about these things. But I promise you, I was talking to somebody about this one day. I was like, with all the stuff about the ancient kingdom and all that, and that there are literal like robots living on the moon, like little automaton robots that are like running around with Enel. If you didn't know, Inaru, whatever you want to call him, he's up on the moon, like just chilling right now. He's doing something, but there are definitely other people up there, robots. Like, how long have they been up there? There are murals around One Piece, like it goes into a lot deeper. I don't know if I have like the potential to be able to like actually talk about all this stuff, really, because it's all kind of confusing to me. But the conclusion that I came to with this a while ago was that, yeah, the ancient kingdom was probably very futuristic, and that the world government, or whoever it was back then, that was probably more primitive or something like that, and probably wanted that power for themselves, probably found a way to, erase it. Since we couldn't have it, and just specifically if you wanted, whoever it was back then probably wanted this to spread around the world, and it didn't happen. Like, I don't know. But see, this is the confusing part, basically. What was the word? So does that mean, I'm wondering, does that mean that the world we're dealing with now, the One Piece world we're dealing with now, is post-apocalyptic? Because that's kind of what it seems like now. Mind you, there was a giant whatever the fuck that was like going around the sky just destroying islands just a few chapters ago. So it's not too unbelievable that the world of the future was deleted, honestly. Well, the world of the past, which was the world of the future, which is the world of the past now. But was the world of the future? Never mind. My brain just... But that's not the end of the chapter, though. We still got one more part. Right when Vegapunk says this, he basically, as he's explaining this, Luffy and the group, Bonnie, the real Jinbei, and Chopper, they all run into this gigantic ass giant robot. It looks like it's in sleep mode, but it's rusted out. It's like got horns like an Oni or something like that. Like, it's got this like giant pole sticking through its stomach and shit. You can tell it's been like out of commission for a very, very long time. But it just so happens that as soon as Vegapunk says that the world of the ancient that we knew once was that we never knew, because that stuff isn't like it's not known by modern day history or whatever. Basically, the world of the ancient kingdom was way more advanced. Like, the fact that in this chapter, Vegapunk actually revealed that the island itself is run on fire only. That's his main fuel source. That's actually not like, that's not something easy to do. Like, they react accordingly to all of this in this chapter. Like, hold on, some of this stuff ain't making sense. You're telling me that all of this is because of fire, he said, Vegapunk actually says that he explores, you know, different fuels, alternative fuel sources. Like, it's kind of funny that they just throw the fire thing into that, because like when you always talk about the cavemen in the real world and all that stuff, like fire was the first fuel source, you feel me? So like in the One Piece world, it seems like that may be where they're going with this. Like, and Vegapunk also says, like, if there was an endless supply of fire, like, or was it like a fuel source? It was something like that, an infinite fire. That's what I'm getting at. Like, I don't know. It's weird, but I don't know. Like, from what I hear from the streets, basically they saying, like, you know, this could connect to Luffy with the Sun God powers and all that. Could connect to Sabo's fruit. You know what I'm saying? The flame fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like this. I don't know. This chapter was dropping some bombshells, definitely. By the way, that was the end of the chapter. That's where we left off with it. Vegapunk just basically confirms that, you know, the ancient world was way more advanced than what we're at right now. And Franky's righteously surprised by that. In fact, everybody's righteously surprised by that, because that's weird. It's not like it's been set up like that, you know what I'm saying? It hasn't been just talked about mostly with the ancient kingdom and what it used to. We just had glimpses. We've had glimpses of things where we'll see, okay, what it could have been and things like that, but we really don't have a general idea of what it used to look like. Just like, honestly, we don't have any idea. We just know that there was a good century that was voided out by the world government, and they don't want us to know why. We know what the world looked like after that. We know that there were kings and queens and stuff like that. World government was still around fucking shit up. But I gotta admit, it was, like I said, solid chapter. No real complaints. It's late. I'm tired. I probably made this video too long, so I'm gonna probably try to cut it down a little bit or not. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna take what I give y'all. You feel me? Just be real. But nah, I'm just playing though. Real talk, I'm really trying to, like I said, play around with like y'all, my views are terrible. Like for real, like I ain't gonna lie. That consistency thing is really starting to take an effect at this point. I regret it. And you know, I can make excuses for it all day I want to. But you know what I'm saying? I need to step it up a notch. I need to, you know what I'm saying, unleash this potential, you know what I'm saying? Like, get it, like, really give y'all, like, you know, but real talk though, like, and I'm really all over the place with my words. I'm still doing that. Like, I was really just like one taking this. I don't have nothing written down. This is all fresh reaction of the chapter, you feel me? So like, what I want to say is basically, I want to know what y'all be wanting to see, you feel me? Like, I like talking about One Piece, and who knows, maybe I'll like tone it down a little bit on that kind of content. But like, when I released that Pride Family video the other day, I was kind of proud about that. I kind of want to do more content like that, like talk about more cartoons and stuff like that. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, majority of my YouTube watches and stuff like that be like cartoon videos. It'd be animated and stuff too, but like I be like to watch like cartoon, like the stuff about like cartoons and stuff, like the nostalgia stuff, that old timey stuff that we unlock the memories on. Like, come on, I just wanna like play around with more stuff for you guys to be able to relate to, you know what I'm saying? Because let's just be real, I know not everybody can relate to One Piece. I get it. We can't all just be in the greatness, you know. I'm just playing, but like, you know what I'm saying, I just want y'all to, you know, I want y'all to be comfortable hearing me talk, and I want y'all to be comfortable with, you know what I'm saying, the content that I'm bringing out, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't want y'all to think that y'all opinions don't matter for real. That's why I be telling y'all niggas to motherfucking comment in the comments. Appreciate the ones that do. Love y'all, mad love, you know what I'm saying? Don't think I don't notice y'all. I do, you know what I'm saying? But for the motherfuckers that's just, you know what I'm saying, just dropping by and watching and not like saying anything, How do you just think I'm going to be able to get, like, you know what I'm saying, your opinions if you're not saying anything? Come on, y'all. Like, comment. Like, even if you don't like the video, just tell me what you know what I'm saying. That's what the purpose of the comments is for, you know what I'm saying? Like, positive criticisms, not negative. We don't need that. I don't like that energy, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't bring that here. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, just let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? And I'll see y'all, you know what I'm saying, later on. I'm getting better with my consistency, as you can see. You know, I'm doing good, you feel me? Yeah. Don't toot my horn too much. I still got a long way to go. Whatever. I'll see y'all later.